Hi there, mathematician, and welcome. In this lesson, we'll be multiplying to find the product using an area model and connecting it to the written method or standard algorithm. If you're ready to go, let's go ahead and get started. Let's begin by reading the expression, 64 times 73. Let's make 73 our unit, so we'll show 64 73s. And let's put that in our area model with 73, our unit, on top. Now, we're showing 64 units of 73. Thinking back to our previous lesson, how did we decompose 64 to make multiplying a little bit easier? I bet you were thinking, we decomposed it as 60 and 4. Let's show that now. 60 and 4. Now let's see if we can find the product. What is the product of 4 times 73? 4 times 73 is kind of hard to do mentally. Is there a way that we can decompose 73 to help make multiplying a little bit easier? I bet you were thinking 70 plus 3, and you're correct. Let's do that now. Let's begin solving. What is the product of 4 times 3? 12. What is the product of 4 times 7 tens? 28 tens. Now what is the product of 6 tens times 3? 18 tens. And then what is the product of 6 tens times 7 tens? 42 hundredths. Now we'll go ahead and add our partial products to reach our final product. 280 plus 12. Sometimes we'll be able to do the addition here mentally. Other times we may need to come out and do some addition and then come back to our area model. And that's okay if you need to do that. For this one, 280 plus 12 equals 292. For our next partial product, 4,200 plus 180, that equals 4,380. Now let's go ahead and add our two partial products. Pause the video now and add your two partial products. This will give us our final product for the expression 64 times 73. I'll be here when you get back. Welcome back. So the product of 64 times 73 is 4,672. Let's show this using the standard algorithm for multiplication. Again, we'll place our unit on top, 73. Just like in our previous lesson, I'll say it in unit form. I'd like you to answer in unit form, and then together we'll write it in standard form. We'll start out by finding out 4 units of 73. Ready? 4 ones times 3 ones equals 12 ones. 4 ones times 7 tens equals 28 tens, plus 1 more 10 equals 29 tens. So we just found the product of 4 units of 73, which equals 292. Now let's find the product when we multiply 60 units of 73. Ready? Here we go. 6 tens times 3 ones equals 18 tens. 6 tens times 7 tens equals 42 hundreds, plus 1 more hundred equals 43 hundredths. Nice work. Now go ahead and pause the video and find the sum of your 2 partial products. I'd also like for you to draw an arrow connecting the partial products that match in your area model with the partial products that are here in the standard algorithm. When you're finished, come back and we'll check. Take a moment to compare your product to mine. Hopefully you noticed that 4,672 in the standard algorithm matches what we found in the area model. And that's because the standard algorithm is simply a recording method for the work that we do here in the area model. And we can see that when we connect our partial products in both the area model and in the standard algorithm. We can see that they match. Let's do another one together. Let's start by reading the expression 814 times 39. We're going to go ahead and designate 814 as our unit, which means we'll place it at the top of our area model. Let's show our unit 814 in expanded form to help make multiplying a little bit easier. We have 800 plus 10 plus 4 to give us 814. Now, we're making 39 copies of 814. We're going to think of that as 30 copies of 814 and then 9 copies of 814. Then we'll partition our area model and we'll be ready to multiply. Go ahead and find the partial products and fill them in your area model. When you find all of the partial products, go ahead and add them up to get you your final product for the expression 814 times 39. When you think you've got it, come back and we'll check. Welcome back. Take a moment to compare your work to the work you see on the screen. Pause the video if you need to. Notice the partial products in our first row came to the total of 7,326. I struggled a little bit with adding 90 plus 36 mentally, so I just came out and did the work out here, and then added this amount to 7,200. That made it a little easier for me. Our next row, I was able to do mentally, so I found the total to be 24,420. Then I added my 2 partial products to get the final product of 31,746. So 814 times 39 equals 31,746. Nice work. Now let's show this thinking using the standard algorithm.